All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish a running game early.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the ground, Geis. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They run with Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on up.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Darius Geis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. That hell running right through it. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return is down inside the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flex round! Flex round!
Following the interception, Kaiser dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Flex round! Flex round!
Play action now. Kaiser steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
And they are going for it. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield. Across the 45. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's Albright on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They start on the ground with Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as they'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, this is Geis. They stopped after only a yard.
Did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Ohio!
Kaiser now on second down. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 74 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Hey. 4 down. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ohio!
First down, Kaiser. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Flex round! Ohio!
On first and 10, Kaiser. Got an open man. It's a new one. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shift!
Kaiser now. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Nunez got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Albright to throw again. High throw, but the catch is made. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geis receives the pitch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They still can't get him. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now Albright to throw. Off the play fake. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Third and long for Kaiser. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Patriot! Patriot!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
All right, now look at 56.
Albright on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Detroit!
Albright now looking to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Now back to throw. And he's got a new one. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty vet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Caught outright by Patton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually
the Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Cup. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Stevens. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Bailey, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Hut!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and get it with Geis, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
It's Geis on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Leopard! Leopard!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run for it. Geis. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point try now for Crosby. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Buffalo, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins.